welcome to Jump and Shoot Bros.
The at the bottom of this chat, it shows I'm speaking. Excuse me. That's like the title from months ago.
Yeah, Restream chat doesn't update instantly whenever you update the titles.
Yeah.
But they're correct.
Okay.
So you just don't even worry about that. That's just Restream not talking to itself.
Yeah.
The way that it should.
Gotcha.
You know, you change the settings in Restream, right?
Right.
And then the Restream is not aware of that somehow. Hey, it saved our data.
What?
My save data is still there.
Yeah. Every time I've updated, it's kept my stuff. So.
Okay.
All right, so we have now the option of +1 inventory slot, but I don't think I want it.
Okay, well, you do whatever you want. This is your run.
I'm going to go with the wooden shield. That's done well for me thus far. I like having the extra, what do you call it, defense early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying. I thought that was a kind of a silly move. You know, being that the outcome of it. You know, a lot of outrage. I don't think it's going to affect anything or change anything.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Jeremy. Anything that Donald Trump does is going to generate outrage. So I don't even think it. I don't think there's such a thing as a bad move at this point.
Right.
Okay, let me rephrase. There's no such thing as a good move. Donald Trump cannot make a good move. It's not possible.
Right.
So, I mean, who cares?
No, I understand. I like, that is the type of optics that I could see causing someone to sour on the idea of going out to vote at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like going, well, I was thinking about going to vote for Trump, but after this, I think I'll just stay home.
Well, the good thing is that since we
not a Kamala voter, you know, but like...
The good thing is that now, since we have election month instead of election day, most of the people probably already voted.
That is true. A lot of people have already voted. Look at all the
Dude, it is Heart
hearts,
City.
Man.
What is going on here?
I don't know. This is insane.
Well, yeah, anyway, I see, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I honestly don't think that anything he said was actually that offensive, to be honest. I think it's faux outrage, so...
3% in the poly market today.
Yeah, well, poly market is not a good
it's bullshit,
measure of anything, because it's a bunch of non-Americans.
It's feel good, though.
Yeah, but it's a bunch of non-Americans voicing their opinion, and you know how fucking non-Americans are. They're a bunch of sensitive, pathetic little whiny babies. They're a bunch of Euros and stuff and shit. They can't handle anything. You think I care what some Englishman thinks about America?
Yeah, well, dude, can you spread? I guarantee you, I won't find another heart after this floor.
You have stumbled upon a horribly weighted seed here, where.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder how does the item and stuff generation work in this game?
I don't know.
Does it? Is there like a set number of hearts that you could get in a run, and then it disperses them randomly, or is it truly completely random? Like every box, every pot, everything that you encounter has a completely random chance of having hearts or rupees or...
I have no idea.
Whatever.
I know I have had seeds where I found just like all of the Zora gems in the first several dungeons. And then I've had seeds where I don't run into a single one, like, you know, hardly a single one the entire game. So
yeah, so it probably is just like random, like totally random, not like any hard requirements.
Right.
Well, there's got to be some requirements, right? Like you have to be... It has to be required to hit like...
Check out this shop.
Get him.
I might come back for him later if there's not something better that comes along.
Damn
it.
it's got to give you some amount of hearts because there are spells that are based on hearts, so it can't be...
Nice.
It can't be, it can't be completely random such that you could get a seed where there are actually no hearts in the entire game.
Right.
Right? There's got to be some, like, minimums it has to hit.
True. I guess that's probably correct.
Or maybe not. Maybe it is possible to just completely be just fucked one round and there's just nothing.
Depends on how hardcore it is, I guess. I want that.
Which one?
The green one. That's the rupee
Get you some
wand.
rupees.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Well, I need these, so... I need those. I'd like to have the green wand,
yeah,
but I need those.
Wouldn't the green wand have helped you buy those?
Not on this floor. It wouldn't have gotten me enough money to get it back, you know.
Did you see that Jennifer Aniston voted for and endorsed Kamala Harris?
What?
It's over for us.
I'm gonna. Oh no, I'm gonna vote for Kamala now, even though I already voted for Trump.
The Friends vote is gonna go for Kamala. We're done.
The Friends vote is locked. Oh damn.
But what about Monica Courtney Cox?
Yeah, right.
Who's she voting for?
She seems like a Trump girl, you know?
Yeah, you think so? I doubt it.
Monica Courtney Cox Arquette. was that somebody at ADT?
Yeah, you told me that story.
That's right. Monica Courtney. That's right. That's what it was. Monica Courtney Cox. You think that was a real name?
No, I'm thinking she made that up. Yeah, that's my friend Monica. Monica Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
If you're watching, listen. We're not gonna tell nobody. Don't be mad, okay? I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
I just know the story.
The hilarious things customers will do to not give you their real name.
Right.
Oh man. Didn't you tell me you had a similar scenario to the guy that I had that was like lying to me about that he was not that guy, but he actually was that guy? Well, it wasn't
the same as your scenario, because your scenario was the guy was like there.
He was the guy, but he was saying he wasn't.
He let you do your walkthrough and presentation and everything, but then he was like, oh yeah, no, I can't, I'm just the roommate or whatever.
Right. But it turned out he actually was the customer.
Yeah. Well, in the scenario I had, the dude would not let me in the house. He was like, I don't know who you are, I never called anybody, I don't even know, I don't know who this guy is that you're talking about.
Right.
Like, I have never heard of this guy before. Mm-hmm. And then when I was walking away from his house, I looked over and he drives a truck. He drives like a truck for his business, and his business name was his last name right on the side of the truck. And I'm like, okay. So clearly this guy is this guy.
People are so stupid. Why not just say, hey, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want the security system.
Yeah, but that one was one of the weirdest ones, because it's just, dude, you don't have to like lie to me about why you're not going to get your security system. You can just tell me no, and then I'll tell my boss that you said no, and that's the end of it.
Man, something I love about this company, I had a no-show earlier, right? Show up, knock on the door, call customer support and say, hey, customer's not here. Can you reach out? They reach out. No, dude doesn't answer. She's like, all right, I'll take this off your board.
Yeah. No trying to track them down.
Yeah. No sitting in the driveway for 2 hours.
That's nice.
It is nice.
You know what I like about this job? Is that I just don't ever even have to talk to a person or worry about getting into anybody's house.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is answer emails.
Yeah. Really, really dumb ones.
Sometimes those emails are pretty stupid, Jeremy. I'm not gonna lie to you. But But you know what? It's not so bad.
Yeah. I could really go for like some additional attack or something, you know, a weapon maybe, or
I don't know why you
sword.
would need any of that.
On the
Look,
third
you're
level
killing
here.
the guys just fine. See how they're dead, and you're alive.
I would really prefer not to have to hit them 75 times to kill them though.
But that's what makes it exciting.
Uh-huh.
Look at how excited you are.
Damn it.
Are we out of Heart City? Are you not getting hearts?
No,
anymore?
I'm not getting hearts anymore at all. I got a lollipop on the last floor and I ate that.
Nice. How much nutritional value does a lollipop have?
2 hearts worth. It's on the back of the package.
Nice. Whenever you look at the nutrition facts.
Yeah, it says 2 hearts.
Now that is how nutrition facts should be. Okay, I don't want to hear about calories. Okay, I want to find out how many hearts I
does this
get.
replenish? I love that a lollipop replenishes 2 hearts, but a turkey replenishes 6. It's like I could just eat 3 lollipops and be
Yeah,
fine.
it's like the same as eating a whole turkey.
Yeah.
I don't need to eat food. I can just eat candy.
Right.
It'll be fine. Well, that's true up to a certain extent, you know?
Yeah.
It's one of those things that...
And you could eat candy for energy for sure, but
Yeah,
you're gonna die of starvation still.
Well, a lot of the like 72-hour emergency rations and stuff that like special forces and stuff use.
Just packed with fat and
It's
carbs.
like just tons and tons of fat and sugar-based stuff because it's just giving them energy. It's not really...
It's not meant to be a
It's meant to
long-term
be
diet.
it's meant to be a very compact package that gives them a lot of calories.
Right.
The entire ration is just Smarties.
Yeah. I would be down for that. I love Smarties.
For the next 3 days on my jungle adventure where I'm, you know, trudging through the jungle, taking out terrorists or whatever. You're gonna be eating Smarties only.
Yep.
just rolls of Smarties.
That'd be awesome. I do like Smarties.
Well, and caffeine pills too. They got to give you those caffeine pills.
I wonder if those guys are still going to be frozen when I get around there.
I don't know. Does it have a time? Does the freeze capability have?
Resets the room or something maybe.
Well, I would assume that... Oh, that's actually a good question. Because that's an effect on the enemies. It's not, you know, they're not dead. So that's I'm curious to find out if the effect remains when you exit the screen. Because the enemy positions reset.
Yeah.
But I don't know about effects. Is death an effect on an enemy?
I mean, yeah, I guess it would be considered an effect of sorts, right?
In game terms, I wonder if it's classified the same way as a...
Ooh, I want that. Fairy ball.
Oh no, now I'm getting harassed with notifications from the Legends of Zelda Dungeons of Infinity Discord server.
Are you?
Yeah. I have to leave that server probably.
Yeah.
Try to keep my Discord pretty slim.
What should I do here? Should I eat the lemon cake and take the fairy ball?
You only have half of a heart gone. What other items do you have?
I want the fairy ball though.
Wait, what other items do you have? Do you need...
Oh, arrows.
Do you need arrows?
I guess I
Do you
don't
need
need
them?
arrows.
I mean, you don't even have a bow.
True.
You might be able to get a bow later, but you'll get more arrows, so...
Oh, that was another, the big one that I like. He added an upgrade to the bow.
Did the bow not have any kind of upgrade at all? Really?
Nope.
Interesting.
So, getting a bow would be
Okay,
sweet.
so it does not persist.
No, these were the frozen guys, weren't they?
Yep. Interesting. Well, that's good to know. That's kind of lame.
Yeah.
You should get on that Discord and tell him he should add a thing where
Status effects
persist after room clear or room reset.
Yeah.
I mean, everything else persists.
Well, that's a very, very niche problem, you know? It's like,
maybe nobody's
you throw
even thought
an
about it.
orb across a room that you can't get to the other side of yet, and you freeze a couple of enemies. Like, most people probably aren't facing that problem on a regular basis here.
Right. Well, okay, I guess the real question is, do frozen enemies stay frozen forever if you stay in the room, or does the effect eventually end?
Is it a temporary effect?
Because if it is a temporary, like time-based effect, then you may have just run out of time.
Right.
So it is not definitive at this point whether or not
Yeah.
that works. The best thing to do to test this would be to freeze some enemies and just walk out the door and walk back in and see what happens.
Right.
I feel like that's got to be something that's happened before, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Somebody's got to have done that. Like, that's reasonably...
Yeah.
What you did there is not probably very common. But the idea that you might throw an orb and then run out the door and run back in, that seems pretty plausible.
Yeah, for sure. Come on. Damn it.
You could really use a sword upgrade, I think.
Yeah, for sure. These guys are taking a million hits. There he is, Pezzo.
Is he the inventor of the Pez dispenser?
What do I want to drop?
That one potion there.
No. I think I'm gonna...
Why don't you just eat that sandwich?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
That ham sandwich.
I got plenty of healing stuff.
I have yet to encounter a movable block.
Yeah, they exist. Money's looking good. I'd love to run across a decent shop.
Yeah. Oh, bro. I started playing Persona.
Oh yeah?
I started with Persona 3.
Okay.
A lot of people have said that just skip Persona 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I want to play them
is that on
eventually.
PS2 or something?
Yeah, it is. I want to play them eventually, but so far Persona 3 is really, really fun. I've played, I think, like 12 hours of it.
I've heard they're ridiculous time sinks, though. Like hundreds of hours.
It's hard to. I can't really say.
That was a very fortunate find, right in the room before the boss.
Yeah. I can't really say for sure at this point because I've only put about 12 hours into it.
Yeah.
But I would assume it's a pretty healthy campaign. Yeah. The thing about it is that it runs on a schedule. The game runs on a schedule. There's a calendar in the game, and days pass as you play. And the final event, the end of the game, is on a set date. Okay. So the game does force you to, play within the confines of a set amount of time. Okay. But it's not, the days are not like real-time days. You can do different tasks throughout the day that causes time to advance. Yeah. But it's not like if you spend more time in a day that it time doesn't actually pass. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
There's like specific tasks you can do that cause time to pass.
Forward. Yeah.
But you just fucking around doesn't cause time to pass. So theoretically, you could fuck around every day and play the game for thousands of hours, possibly.
Okay.
Or if you're really efficient with your days and you accomplish tasks, you know, really effectively to get through the days, then I imagine you could probably play the game in a much shorter period of time.
Yeah.
But a lot of the game is about there's a big like social aspect to it, like making friends with people, going on dates with girls. Eventually you're supposed to have like a girlfriend who's like your actual girlfriend, like, you know, after you build up your
different ones and stuff.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different girls in the game and you can romance them.
Interesting.
It's just there's a lot of stuff going on in the game that you can choose to or not choose to engage with.
So none of that's like necessary to the plot or anything.
No, but the friendship stuff is important. Well, you know, it's all can be important because your personas are your fighting. You know, they're basically summons, basically. But in the game, all of the magic is done by your personas. So anytime you need to do any kind of a magic attack, anything that's not just a basic physical attack, you summon a persona for it.
Okay. What's a persona?
They're like a summon. So, you know, you got like Ifrit or whatever. It's just not any of the characters you're from. Like, it's not like Final Fantasy characters.
Right.
But it's akin to it. You know, it's the same kind of thing as like summoning in Final Fantasy.
Gotcha.
So you have all the you collect. I think there's like 160 personas that you can get in the game.
I never knew what the game was about. I don't know anything about Persona at all. So.
Well, so they're all different. The reason that you can start with Persona 3 is that they don't take place. It's like Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 7. It's like Final Fantasy in the sense that you don't have to play any of the other games to pick up any one of them. They all follow the same like thematic through line. They have a lot of the same like basic plot. Like there's like a set of like core traits that all the Persona games have that make them Persona games, but they are not connected to each other story wise.
Gotcha.
But anyways, yeah, so your friendships and the relationships that you build throughout the game affect what types of personas you can get.
Okay.
Because the personas are broken down into different, instead of like elemental or whatever, the personas are broken into different arcanas, which are basically like different character, they're different traits, right? So you've got like the fool, which is like a jester type thing, and it has certain abilities that are related to it. And then you've got like the lovers, like arcana creates characters that have different traits that are capable of doing different types of magic and stuff.
Right.
And so depending on the different friendships you create, that levels up your ability to create more powerful personas in that arcana.
Yeah.
So you may really want to focus on friendship with a particular person and do a lot of different friendship building activities with that person because you want to really enhance that arcana because you want to get the high level personas from that particular
and is
arcana.
It Persona that's like related to Shin Megami Tensei? Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Persona is a subset of Shin Megami Tensei games.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot. Persona 3 has a mechanic where you can take personas and fuse them together into different personas. So you may have two personas from different arcanas, and you can fuse them together into one totally different persona that's like a hybrid of the two.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff. The game just has a ton of mechanics running that you can do.
Very cool.
It's pretty neat. I like it a lot.
Look into it. I've always been interested because it's such a popular franchise.
One thing that I don't know how you'll feel about it. You could either like it or hate it. Is the way that combat works in the game.
Okay.
There's no random encounters. So I know you'll hate that because you love random encounters. There's no random encounters, but the combat takes place in an entirely different dimension than reality.
Okay.
So you're not.
There was the.
Oh yeah, the
chest.
different colored chest for the keys. Basically, the running around. Okay, the storyline. Totally disconnected from combat.
Okay.
They're two completely separate things.
So there's like the combat's just like it's.
So
like, is it even happening in real life?
As the various days go on, you can either choose to go to the combat zone.
I see.
Because there's an alternate dimension, basically, that you go into to fight, but you choose when you want to go there. The story progresses whether you do combat or not.
What's the point of combat?
Well, when you get to key moments, like each time a month passes, a boss descends onto the real world.
Yeah.
And you have to fight that boss in the real world, and there's no way to avoid it. So combat in the combat zone is mostly about building up your stats so that you can be effective against the boss battles when the storyline boss battles happen.
I see.
But you can effectively choose when you want to go fight, how long you want to fight for. It's up to you. But the game does have a... Huh?
I'm missing something. There's a locked door that I don't have a key for, and I've explored everything, so...
Huh.
I've missed this key somehow. Anyway, continue. Combat zone.
Trying to think. That was it. That one skull.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could have been.
No, I know. I know. The one thing about it, though, I know you love grinding.
Yeah,
that is your favorite thing.
I do like it.
And the game has. I know that. This is important. So I know you like grinding, and this might actually be something that you don't like about the game. It has a built-in anti-grinding mechanic.
Oh no!
To stop you from being able to grind too much.
Yeah. Which
is that your team, well, yourself as well, but anybody in your party can get tired.
Oh, okay.
And when they get tired, after a period of time fighting, if they get tired, then if you return to the... So when you go to the dimension, the fighting dimension, right?
Yeah.
There's like a lobby for the fighting dimension, and then it's basically like a tower that you're going through the different floors of. You start out with a certain amount of magic, essentially. Every time you go to the fighting area, your magic is at a certain level, right?
Yeah.
That's all you get. Now you can bring magic restoring items like Red Bull. You can bring a Red Bull in, and that will restore your magic a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's very limited, right? And you need your magic to heal, to do personas, all that stuff. So basically, you can only spend so much time in there without going out to the lobby. Because when you go to the lobby, it refreshes your magic and your health and everything.
Right.
But if one of your party members gets tired when you go to the lobby, they go, "I'm going home." And there's no way, it's unavoidable. Like, so, if they're tired, if you exit the tower and go back to the lobby to replenish your stats, those party members are going to leave and you're done.
So when can you go back to the tower then?
After they rest, which usually takes 2 days.
2 in-game days. Yeah.
2 in-game days. So you can grind for a lot. You can grind.
Yeah.
And if you're really if you're really sharp with what you do,
you grind every 2 days.
Yeah, if you time it right, you can grind really pretty effectively.
Yeah.
And if you exit the tower and go back to the lobby at strategic intervals, you can get it to where that your party members are like fully replenished before they get tired.
Yeah.
So you can still grind for a while they're tired.
Right.
Before you actually leave. But as soon as you leave, to replenish your magic, which you need, that's when it's over.
Right.
You can choose to go back in by yourself, but you will get annihilated if you don't have a party. Yeah. Yeah, going in solo is not a good idea. So I don't know. The game may have enough of an allowance for grinding that you might enjoy it anyway.
In a game for me, like I don't have to have.
No, I'm just saying you might even. It might actually be the game may allow you to grind enough that you might even find it to be totally not a problem at all. You might think it's a perfectly enjoyable amount of grinding for your preferences.
Right.
It's just that is a thing that's in there that is a kind of a hard limit on how much you can grind.
Yeah.
As you level up, your party gets stronger and less likely to get tired. So your ability to grind increases over time.
Okay.
But at first, I mean, you can only be in there and fight for you can only really fight like 10 or so enemies before your party is tired.
And this a very strange battle system, or not having battles be a part of the be a part of the game. It's almost like, oh, there's a golden chest. It's almost like fighting is an afterthought and not really a main part of the game.
It's kind of more like here's what it's like, okay? Basically, the entire game is resource management, and time is the resource that you're managing. So what you choose to spend your time on is the resource management.
Right.
And so the way that it's structured is that fighting and leveling up in battle is one of the many options that you can do with the time you have available, and it's up to you to manage that time effectively so that you end up at the level you need to be to take on the boss at the end of the month.
Right.
But also, the game doesn't force you to have any of those combat encounters, so it really does put the ball in your court to decide how you're going to use your time. If you're going to spend your time mostly focusing on building relationships to build strong personas, or if you're going to level up your core stats.
Yeah.
That's totally up to you. But it is interesting because, the game takes place on a map. The map is fully accessible. It's not like you're on a journey. You're not on a journey. You're not on an adventure in Persona.
Yeah.
You're just going to school.
Yeah. Right?
During the day, you go to high school, and when you're in class, you have to answer questions sometimes and shit. So you're just living your life, right? But there's this impending supernatural doom that's coming to the world. Right. So you're not really going on an adventure. So it's not like you're running through combat zones like you are in a normal RPG because you're on a quest, right? Right. It's not like that. You're just living your life, and there is this combat zone that appears at night when the spiritual shit's going on, right? Yeah. This combat zone appears in the city, and you can go to it and fight in it, but it's not required. Now, if you don't go for a while, then your party members will pester you about going. Yeah. When you go back to the dorm rooms, you'll walk into the dorm, and people in your party will be like, "Hey, man, let's go fight. Yeah. I need to get out there and fight. I'm feeling great today. Let's fight." And you're like, "No, I gotta go to bed early so I gotta study and then go to bed early so I can take my test tomorrow."
Japanese
finals. It's finals week, Jeremy.
Japanese problems, man. No American thinks, do I want to go fight monsters or study for finals?
Here's what I do. I'm hacking the system. I go to the shrine and pray to I leave a little offering in the little shrine, and that gives me academics.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple of different shrines that you can pray to. Yeah. But one of them increases your academics, so I just do that instead of studying.
Nice.
The gods of knowledge will help me. But it's fun. I do like it. the gameplay's like the actual battle system is fun. I enjoy the battling whenever you go into the battle zone.
Yeah.
And
ooh, there was one of those. I think it wasn't this floor though. No, give it back. Oh.
I knew it. Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy the combat a lot, and I like the kind of just running around hanging out with friends and going and, you know, helping out old people around town.
Right.
Helping out the old people around town helps me to increase one of my persona arcanas.
Yeah. The old people are arcana?
It's just one. It's just one of them. It's just one of them.
Hanging out. Oh, no. Definitely not one there.
Nope. If you can't get to it, it's probably not.
Probably not
It's
one.
probably not a bombable wall. I assume that's a requirement.
Yeah.
For it to be bombable.
To be able to get to it.
Yeah. It'd be pretty funny. It'd be a pretty funny move if he programmed it to where that a wall could be bombable.
Uh-huh.
Even if you can't get to it. So you could place the bomb and it blows up and it opens the door, but you physically can't get in there. It's like, yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna drop that.
It's just a potion.
Yeah.
You get those all over the place.
Yeah.
That's just like a powerful potion, right?
No, it's a magic refill.
Yeah.
But I don't need any.
That's the one.
You need magic for anything, so.
What if you get the magic cape?
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of don't like the magic cape. It's cool, but it's one of those like resource management things where like you have it, but you don't want to use it too much because it uses up so much magic. So
Right.
it ends up just getting left, in my opinion. And it's not OP because he's nerfed it like 3 or 4 times, but it still takes away from some of the spirit of the game, you know? You just run around invincible all the time.
Right.
So while it is like a super good item, I usually don't put too much stock in it. Yeah, I might check out Persona. So it's just like a high school drama, huh? With monsters.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, here we are.
I got this one friend named Kenji,
Uh-huh.
and I'm always an asshole to him.
Yeah.
But he likes it.
Okay.
And our friendship is good because, you know.
So, okay. So
Yeah, anytime we have a conversation, me and Kenji, whatever the most asshole response is the one I pick. It's just the role I'm playing with Kenji.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're getting along fine.
Yeah. That's funny. Some people like that, I guess.
And then my other friend is, I forget his name. It's not important, though. He's the captain of the Kendo club, okay? And I'm in the Kendo club, and I practice Kendo with him, right? And my response to him is always the most, like challenging you kind of response. Like, oh, yeah, I'll beat you in the fight. Oh, yeah, well, you'll yeah, good luck ever beating me at this or that, or you know, he hurt his knee recently, and I'm like, yeah, well, just get over it. And that's working out really well for our friendship as well, because he's just like, he likes strength, right?
Right.
Because he's the captain of the Kendo club.
Right.
I feel like I'm giving him bad advice, though. I think his knee is actually really hurt, and it's like a problem. But I'm like encouraging him to just like walk it off.
Wow.
We'll see how that plays out in the overall storyline. I'm sure it'll come up at some point, whether or not that's the right move.
I'm not even gonna go on this journey here until I've got my bigger bag. $195. Holy shit, man. It's an expensive bag.
Yeah, but you gotta have it.
$240 for the gym bag? Holy shit. This sucks.
Is this the quality of life improvements we've been
yeah, higher
about?
priced items. $295 for the upgraded bow?
Is this
Damn, dude.
are the prices random to some extent as well?
They are.
Oh, you just got a bad
Got a bad roll with these, man. It sucks.
Yeah.
All right, well, there's a lot of money to be had around here, so let's go ahead and get that.
Maybe you got a really good roll on money.
Maybe. She gives me a 250 right here. Maybe real sweet. Hell yeah. Get friend zoned by Doris as she dies.
Mm-hmm.
I played a little Sim City the other day because of this song.
Yeah.
And I like that game, but I suck really bad at it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll build the way that I've seen, people build stuff, and for some reason, like, the money just isn't there, man. Like, have you played much SimCity?
We had SimCity on the computer when we were young. When I was a kid.
Yeah.
That's the only version I never played the SNES version, really.
You haven't played much of, huh?
Not much of it. No.
Okay. Well,
the computer version is the one.
You might not be able
the
to.
The MS-DOS version was the one I remember.
Might not be able to relate to my problem here, but at the end of every year, you collect taxes. That's the way that's the way it works.
Sure.
And like, no matter how many people I have in the town, the fire department fund and the transportation fund, the police fund eat up all of my tax money, and I have none left for building. And then another year goes by, and I might even be in the hole a few $100s for the tax, like for the year.
Right.
And if you raise the taxes, then people start leaving the town bitching the taxes are too high. It's like I always hit this like critical point where I'm like, nothing I do, like, I just can't proceed anymore.
Right.
That's every time I played SimCity, that's where I end up.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't ever played SimCity really seriously in my adult life, so whenever I was a kid, I would fuck around with SimCity on the computer, but that's about it.
Was that like SimCity 2000 or something? Where it had
no, I don't think so. I think it was the original SimCity for MS-DOS.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing SimCity 2000 in the stores, like in the PC section in the store, but I don't think we ever had it.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say it was on a floppy disk. I think it was on a floppy disk.
Okay.
So
I barely remember this, so I don't know. I remember playing Mega Man X and Hyperman, Descent. I don't remember SimCity too well.
We definitely had it for the computer. It just we never had the Super Nintendo version of it.
Yeah.
Because I always was kind of surprised that there was a Super Nintendo.
I think I had
version.
it at my dad's for a while or something. Anyway.
I think whenever we were emulating it, when I first got into emulating, I thought it was odd that there was a Super Nintendo version of SimCity because I had never played it.
Yeah. That's the version that a whole lot of people grew up playing.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, I thought it was a Super Nintendo game for the longest time.
Let's see with the SimCity. SimCity.
Alright, time to get like 60 rupees out of this vault over here. $25, woohoo. 50, woohoo. 60. Oh, there's an 80. That's alright. 75. Not too bad.
Yeah, this is it right here, baby.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, this is the DOS version
Right, it is.
of SimCity. We totally had this.
Yeah.
I think it came on a floppy. I think it was in a I think it was on a floppy disk.
That makes sense. One free health item at a shop.
Yeah, I always remember looking at SimCity 2000. I remember looking at the back of the box for SimCity 2000 and thinking, "Oh man, that looks so cool.
Yeah.
I want that." It's like Roller Coaster Tycoon, you know, isometric SimCity.
Yeah.
So when you build in SimCity, because I can't remember, do you build like the commercial stuff, or do you just put down commercial land and then companies build stuff there? How does the game?
Yeah, you just put the land down, and then
okay.
like the game has some sort of algorithm determine like what gets built there based on where you've placed like the locations of other zones or whatever.
I don't know, bro. Maybe there's a.
Should I go all in on the bow? Get the quiver, get the upgrade.
I mean, you can afford it, and you
Yeah.
only got one inventory slot open right now. So, I mean, what else can you realistically do besides?
Ooh, that's a good price on the rupee rod, though. That's a really good price on the heart rod too. I'm gonna go with the heart rod.
Maybe I'll give SimCity a try again.
Yeah. It's alright.
I feel like that there's probably a good strategy
Yeah.
that you could use.
What we got? Oh, more rupees.
You know, I love Age of Empires, and
Yeah.
that's a resource management game.
Right.
That game is all about quickly assessing your starting point and trying to figure out the most efficient way you can possibly build up the resources that you expect to need
Yeah.
later. Which I feel is probably similar to SimCity in terms of what needs to be, what you're trying to figure out, right?
Right. Alright, I feel pretty good about my purchases here.
Did you get the chickens into the Zora pond?
Huh?
Did you throw the chickens into the Zora pond?
No, I picked them all up. I got 2 eggs. That's no golden egg though. That would have been nice. Alright, so this coupon is good for 1 free health upgrade.
Okay.
Or 1 free health item. So it's...
Where'd you get that from?
One of the chests in town here. Let's see. Does health just mean like... Yeah, okay. Everything's 0. I guess I'll take a... Which one is the highest? Wait, do I have any of this stuff already? No. 6. Well, I only have 6 hearts, so that's fine. Cool. Oh, I didn't get the wishing stone from Sharshala. Alright.
What's the wishing stone do again?
In the next little village thing, you can throw it in a wishing pond and get some new stuff.
Nice.
Cool. I feel like even with the ridiculously high prices, I feel like I got a pretty decent loadout here.
Yeah.
Could use some more hearts. I kind of wish that I'd come across more hearts, but it's all good. I also would like to find some more arrows. Remember those 30 arrows I dropped earlier?
Yeah, well, you didn't need them back then.
Right. So this is a spread bow. It shoots 3 arrows.
Oh, nice. But it uses 3 arrows?
No, it just uses 1.
What? That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Your shot bow.
Yeah. That's a shot bow. I don't want to waste it right now because I only have 9 arrows. And it'd be really good on this boss, I think. The worm boss.
Oh, yeah, probably. That would make it way easier to hit. Okay, I've got an idea for a shot bow, okay, in real life.
What's that?
So what you do is, on the arrow, instead of a arrowhead with a sharp point, right? The arrow is like a little cup.
Yeah.
On the end of the bow, right? And it's got a bunch of shot in it.
Oh, yeah.
So you shoot the arrow, and then whenever it flies through the air,
like,
nothing happens.
Right. Well, true. Yeah.
Okay, let me think about this.
Well, when it hits the target, then all the shot comes out.
And the shot comes out, but that doesn't help with the spread pattern.
No,
okay.
no.
All right, okay, here's an idea. So you shoot the arrow, right? But inside of the little cup, there's like a little spring-loaded like piston, right? So that whenever you release the arrow starts flying forward and it compresses the spring. But then once the velocity of the arrow slows down a little bit, the spring is no longer gets compressed, so it springs the shot forward.
Does it throw the arrow backwards? And just the shot?
No, just the shot forward? Goes forwards, and the arrow keeps going forward as well.
Okay. Wow.
The shot goes out with like all of the force of like 1 foot per second, okay? It'll be so slow that it'll have no energy whatsoever whenever it actually gets to the target. It'll be like somebody threw some pebbles at you. All right, no, I've got it now. I've got it. So you've got an arrow, right? And on the end of it, you've got the little cup with the shot in it. But the shot has some gunpowder behind it. Okay.
Okay.
And then what happens is whenever you release the arrow, there's a little match on the back of the arrow, and you've got a little bit of sandpaper on your bow, right? And what happens is you release the arrow, the match strikes off of the sandpaper, which lights a fuse that goes up through the center of the arrow, and then once it gets to the end, it lights the gunpowder, and then
right. Ooh, I got an idea. Okay.
What?
So you got an arrow, right? And on the front of the arrow is a 38 special, right? And when you shoot the arrow, there's a string that's tied around the trigger, and as the arrow's going, the string is still attached to your bow, and it pulls the trigger.
Okay.
And shoots some rat shot.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot we were talking about shotguns. I had to throw that last one in there at the last second.
Yeah. That's a pretty good idea.
Oh! There's a sawed-off shotgun on the end of the.
Okay. So here's how it works. Okay, so you've got an arrow and you've got a gun. You got a shotgun on the end, tied to the end of the arrow, right?
Yes.
But the arrow is tied to like the trigger. Okay, there's like a bar going pressed down on the trigger, but there is a piece of rope It's like a spring-loaded bar pressed on the trigger, but there's a piece of rope that's holding the bar up so it doesn't pull the trigger.
Okay.
And then there's a match, Jeremy. Okay. Then whenever you release it, it strikes the match, and then the match sets the rope on fire. And whenever the rope burns through, then it releases the spring, which causes the little hammer to come down on the trigger.
Yeah.
Which then fires the shotgun shell, the double-aught buck that you've got in the shotgun.
Yes. Wow. So many good ideas.
I can't believe they didn't think of this.
We're really on to something here.
I can't believe they didn't think about this back in medieval times. It's so obvious.
It would have been very helpful in certain wars and whatnot.
Yeah.
Skirmishes. The shot arrow. Shot bow.
Okay, so here's what you do, Jeremy. Is you take your bow and arrow and you take your bow, right? And then you get a rocket-propelled grenade, okay? And you just put that in your bow and you just release it, and that's all you do.
There you go. Shit. All right.
You could really use a fire bomb.
Yeah, I know. I wish I had some orbs laying around. It's alright. These guys aren't tough to one hit. I could really use some more arrows, man. I was kind of hoping I'd come across some. I want to use my fun new bow.
Well, you have 9 arrows.
I know, but I'm saving those for the boss.
Ah, right. That's a good idea.
I don't know if I'm going the right way. I don't remember where the locked door is. Oh, I haven't been this way.
Man, you've had one of those on like every level.
Yeah. And no gems either.
Yeah. Yeah, you haven't had like any gems drop.
I've had 2 red ones drop in the first floor. I remember that. Because I was like, be nice to have a Zora pond and just turn those in real quick. But I think 2 red ones is a heart container. Would have been nice. But, first floor is too early for me to start picking up gems. Dude, I'm totally lost right now.
Where does that warp take you?
It takes me up to that corner up there where I picked up this key, but now I've got a key and I don't know where the door is. That warp is in a room that I was trying to get to the other side of, because I think there might be more to that area. I'll go back up here. There's that locked door. How do I get there? Does this take me to the warp? This doesn't take me to the warp. Oh yeah, it does. How do I get up here? Because I'm pretty sure where I need to be is in the next room over to the right.
Yeah, I don't know. You've been there.
I have been there. How did I get there?
By running into those spikes. Yeah. Oh.
I mean, like...
You came through that door, but then it closed off on you.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
So,
how the hell do I get there?
Maybe you have to just warp. Maybe you missed something in that warped area.
It could be the warp, yeah.
Burr, 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 burr. No?
But where does this take me, though? It might take me to the room I need to... Oh, no, it takes me down here. Wool. Yeah, okay, so I came out from...
Oh, there's your key
the
door.
door. Shit. I hate getting lost in any game like this. What's this coupon? Going for 1 free treasure chest at any shop.
Nice.
Interesting. I'm gonna drop it though, because
I never got any coupons in my playthroughs.
It's one of the.
That's a new
things.
thing for this new update.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, some of these shops have been pretty lame.
Oh man, Jeremy. Apple people are insufferable.
Yeah.
Insufferable people.
Yeah.
Okay. Apple just announced their new Mac Mini. They announced a bunch of stuff, but they announced the new Mac Mini today.
Okay.
Or maybe yesterday. I don't know. Recently. They recently announced the new Mac Mini.
Yeah.
And for the new Mac Mini, the new incredible design feature that it has is that the power button to turn it on is on the bottom of it. Meaning that if you need to turn your Mac Mini on, you have to lift it up and push the power button on the bottom.
Why the hell?
Because Apple is retarded, okay? But here's the amazing thing about it. A bunch of Apple sycophants are running around saying, actually, this is a good design because you hardly ever have to push the power button, so it's actually good that it's on the bottom because you hardly ever have to push it. That makes it good.
How does it make it good?
That makes it good design because you don't have to push the power button anyway, so therefore, it being on the bottom is good, though.
That at the very most makes it pointless, not good.
Right. So I said to a bunch of people, this is retarded. This is the dumbest fucking design I've ever seen in my life. Why do these Apple people have to just feel this desperate need to reflexively defend all of Apple's goofy, dumbass design decisions?
I don't know.
It's just exactly like the Apple Magic Mouse, where the charge port is on the bottom of the mouse. So if you have to charge your mouse, you can't use it while it's charging. And what everybody says is actually that's not a design problem because that Magic Mouse charges really fast. It only needs to charge for like 5 minutes for it to be usable for like a month.
Well,
and you're like, okay, that's great. What about that 5 minutes where it's dead, where I need to use my computer?
Right.
Like, whenever my mouse dies, which happens because I have a wireless mouse. It always dies when I need to use my computer.
Right.
Like that's just like a inescapable fact of the universe. You don't know it's dead until you try to use it. Meaning that you need to use it when you find out that it's dead.
Right.
It's not like you can. It's not like you can just notice that it's dead when you don't need to use it and just be like, oh, I'll just charge it and it'll be ready in 5 minutes. No, that means for 5 minutes you can't use your fucking computer.
Yeah.
So no, that's not good design. But anyways, so I said to somebody on the internet, and nobody has responded to it. A bunch of people responded to my initial complaint about it on Twitter, where I just was saying that it's a stupid design decision.
Yeah.
Which is undeniable. But I followed it up with, hey, you know, ever since I've owned vehicles that have automatic headlights, I've owned vehicles with automatic headlights for about 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
I've had at least one vehicle with automatic headlights.
Right.
And in that time, I've had to manually turn on or off my headlights maybe like twice.
Right.
But I would be still pretty annoyed if Ford decided to put the headlight control knob in the trunk.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't need to turn the headlights on or off very often because it happens automatically. That doesn't make it make sense to put the headlight controls in the trunk.
Right.
It's like, you can't, there's no way to, you can't justify that.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, so that's what's going on right now in the world of technology.
Wow. So there's a bunch of idiots out there, huh?
Yes, the Apple people will defend Apple no matter what.
Yeah.
And here's the crazy thing. You know, I own 2 Apple computers right now.
Uh-huh.
In my home, I have 2 Apple computers that I use on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And I have 0 issues with criticizing Apple. I like my Apple computers. They're good computers. I really enjoy my iMac and my MacBook.
Yeah.
Those are both great computers. I get a lot of good use out of them as light use devices. They're not for serious work or anything like that. I wouldn't be able to run my business off of a Mac.
Right.
But they are good computers.
Yeah.
And I feel 0 need to defend the stupidity of Apple being, you know, even though I am an Apple computer owner.
Right.
And I've owned many Apple computers. I've owned 4 different generations of iMac.
Yeah.
In total, personally, I've used for some period of time on a regular basis, like 5 different Macs.
Yeah. I have not. But
I'm just saying, like, I'm qualified to be able to.
Right.
I'm not just some like Windows guy who's like,
Right.
I gotta hate on Macs because I'm a Windows guy.
Right.
I'm literally not that guy. I own their computers.
Right.
I like them. But some of the shit they do is just stupid. And trust me, I've got plenty of complaints from Microsoft as well.
Yeah.
Windows pisses me off constantly. But when push comes to shove, Windows is the thing that actually enables me to do the work I do. So.
Right.
Oh, hey, how was that boss battle? I mean, I watched it happen, but how did you find that boss battle with your shot arrows?
It was
your arrow
great
shot?
until I ran out of arrows, and then I just had to go face him down. with
Sure,
the
but
sword
I'm just
anyway.
saying, like,
But yeah,
how much of an
it
improvement
worked
was that
really
for you?
well. You don't have to aim very, very strictly, and I got a couple of double hits in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool. I liked it. I
So
liked
you think you would incorporate that as a part of your run strategy?
I think I would. Yeah, for sure. Seems like, of course, in order to be effective, you need 4 items, and that's kind of tough. You need the quiver, arrows in general, the bow, and the spread bow, and it's kind of like, what are the chances that you're finding all 4 of those things?
Well, you know for sure that you can get the quiver and the bow. Well, you can get the quiver and the bow in the first village, right?
In town, usually, yeah.
But you can't necessarily get the upgraded bow because if you haven't
Right.
encountered a bow along the way.
Yeah. So there probably is 99% of the time there's a bow or the bow upgrade in the town. So you're gonna get one of those, or you're gonna get the original bow for sure
Yeah.
if you want it. Shit, man. Guess I missed something here.
So you
But
can't
now
rely on the
problem that I have
strategy. but-
is friggin' arrows.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Well, if
I've
you
only
hadn't
had
thrown away those 30 arrows,
Well, I
Jeremy.
mean, but I've only had 40 arrows drop the entire run.
Yeah.
So, I'm missing a key. How do I get to that? guess that warp is behind the locked door, so I don't need to worry about the warp yet. Ah, that's what I opened with the
Yeah.
switch. No
Why couldn't
curse.
it have been a curse? That would have been so
I've
funny.
been fairly lucky with the curses so far. I had the one that was not even a bad one. I think I got rid of it in about a minute.
Yeah. Your health constantly drains until you kill 30 guys.
Right. I think that it was your health constantly drains, but it was till you buy a shop item, and there was a shop like 2 rooms over.
Right. Are these prison pigs?
I don't know. What's a prison pig?
Well, I don't know. They're in like orange jumpers and
Oh.
they are pigs, right?
I don't. Are they pigs? I don't know what they are. I always saw
Oh,
them as,
maybe
like,
they're
some
not.
kind of
Maybe they're
creepy
rats or
mask thing.
something.
You remember Beetlejuice, the movie? Did you ever see that movie?
No.
No.
Nope, never seen Beetlejuice.
There's a creepy demon thing that looks like that.
We weren't allowed because of demons.
Yeah. Had you heard anybody's take on the new Beetlejuice movie? If it's any good or? If
Oh, I
it's
heard it was awful.
awful. I mean, every new reboot or sequel they're making nowadays is awful, so I can't imagine that it would be any good. But
Yeah.
what'd
yeah,
you hear?
Just that it was awful. That it was like super boring and terrible.
Really?
And, yeah.
They just need to quit. They just need to quit it, you know, with the reboots and the sequels.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Look, I like whenever they make original stuff, you know?
Yeah.
That's my favorite. It's not always good, but
But in order to make original stuff, you have to have like an idea and,
yeah.
you know, original thought and like
Yeah, like they used to.
creativity.
Yeah, like they used to all the time.
Yeah, but you know, people don't do
Like
that.
all the time.
Dude, people don't do that anymore. That's not cool anymore. It's not cool to be creative.
Ah, right, I forgot. Now what's cool is to take pre-existing franchises and reboot them and make them
And ruin
shitty.
them. Yeah. That's in vogue, man.
I want to make I want to take this other thing that already exists and make a shitty version of it. Though that's like my art. You don't understand. My vision is shit.
You know, I do feel like they make things bad on purpose. Like the actual story with the new Matrix movie, right? Didn't they make
Yeah.
that one bad on purpose?
I believe that was the story.
Isn't that the story? Maybe they're just making everything bad on purpose now to
Fire orbs.
to completely get rid of Hollywood altogether.
Yeah, you think?
I think it's a plan to do away with Hollywood as an institution.
By Hollywood?
By Hollywood, yeah.
Okay.
They're tired of themselves.
Well, I don't blame them for being tired of themselves, but seems a little ill-advised, I would say. Man, you really need that sword that lets you kill those guys.
Yeah, we're a little late in the game for. Hey, speaking of the devil. I was gonna say we're a little late in the game for not having had that yet.
Yeah.
Say other things, Caleb. Say other stuff.
You really could use the lots of hearts
Yeah.
tanks. Can't we just have like a run where it drops, where every pot drops
A heart container.
a heart container, you know, like it was at the beginning of the game, except for with heart containers.
Right, right. Well, now I'm feeling pretty good. This 5 attack, that's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hate these guys. Actually, I hate every enemy in this room right now. luckily my my shield is coming in clutch for me. I have a key. There is a locked door. I keep forgetting where this locked door. Look at this little guy. Is that supposed to be a Tingle? Isn't there a guy named Tingle that looks like that?
Yeah, that's Tingle. That's probably Tingle. He's not in the... Is he in the Link to the Past?
No, he came around
Ocarina of Time.
Spirit Tracks or something. Oh no, was it Ocarina of Time?
Well, I know he is in there, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. But I don't know if he's from Ocarina of Time.
He's not in Link to the Past, and that was the... Oh, well, actually, Link's Awakening, I think, was the one directly before Ocarina. And I don't think he's...
Oh, no, he's not from Ocarina. He's from Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask, okay. No! No!
No, what?
I'm so sad right now.
What?
I don't have any money.
What's the bag?
It's the big bag, you know? It's the bag.
It's the... What? An even bigger inventory
Yeah.
bag? Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, man, that's really... That's
You've got
frustrating.
26 rupees. Just go get the rest. They're around here somewhere.
I do have a coupon. It's 15% off.
What are the restrictions?
There are no restrictions on that one, just 15%
Are
off.
they only available at participating locations?
It would be funny if your equipment is like, we don't take that coupon at this location. We don't participate. Let's see what it's 178 with the coupon, so...
You got a lot of rupees to get, and there's not much floor left.
Well, I was gonna say if we come across a rupee horde, I might have a chance, but...
Why can't all of these guys have a bunch of rupees
Right.
on them?
Would be nice.
Not a single rupee in there.
Yeah. That's very satisfying, by the way. I love walking into a room full of one-hit kill enemies and just, just taking them apart. Y'all, hey, y'all, why don't y'all come up here? Whatever. Y'all probably don't have rupees anyway. I guess I'm leaving the bag.
I mean, what choice do you have?
Well, scour the dungeon and see if I missed them hidden room or something. I have done that plenty of times. Found a shop item I like, get to the end of the dungeon and go back through the entire dungeon to see if I can find a hidden room, and a lot of times it works.
Yeah.
You find a hidden room with 200 rupees in it or something and then go back. Man, we are cooking. We're on floor 9. I'm gonna save and quit after this floor.
Okay.
Sweet.
Banana.
I don't have a tunic yet, so there's nothing to stack on it.
You don't need that Dr. Drank.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shock resistant.
How does one make a sword shock resistant?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's made of plastic. It's
Possibly.
like a polyurethane sword.
It's made out of vinyl. Oh, it could be made out of Teflon.
Yeah. There you go. Or ceramic.
Yeah, could be a ceramic. I like Teflon though, because the blood doesn't stick to it.
Yeah.
You know, it just like whoosh, wipes right
Non-stick
off.
sword.
Yeah.
It's a
Don't
good
you hate
idea.
when blood gets stuck to your sword? It's actually a real problem.
Yeah. That's why samurai, they would always clean their sword before they
Yeah.
sheathed it, right?
You don't want that rust.
Yep. Ooh. There's a bombable wall for sure. 100%.
I bet it's got like 500 rupees in
Yeah.
it.
Then I can go back to the previous floor and get that bag.
If only.
Oh, sweet.
That's a good deal there. You need those arrows.
Oh, comp ass. I don't need that.
Aw, man, we still have it set to Wand of Gamelon. I should have changed to a different Zelda game.
Yeah. That's the best Zelda game, though, for sure.
Well, that's what I've heard.
Thanks for the money, game.
The game's like, I heard you needed some money. I got you. I got you, buddy.
Sweet. Sweet. Easy. Oh man, I wish I could go back to the other floor now and find one of those rooms with like 60 guys in it. Nice. Thanks, game. Again.
It's got your back,
Don't
Jeremy.
need it now, but thank
No, listen. The game heard you needed some money, and it decided to hook you up.
What a fucking asshole this game is. It's like, here, take all the money for real.
We were just kidding about you not having any money.
I like the statue of the enemy that I just fought in the room here.
There's so much waiting in this game, Jeremy. Waiting.
Yeah.
You gotta wait for that guy to wake up before you can hit him with your sword.
Right. Oh, thanks for all the money, game. I really wanted a hamburger and a can of Coke.
Worth it.
I thought I was cursed and enemies are tougher.
Well, it didn't say how much tougher.
Not very tough, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know why. I like the curses quite a bit. I think they add a lot of fun, like, excitement to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually get a little excited when I get cursed because I'm like, oh, what's the
challenge gonna be now?
And what do I have to do to, yeah.
I get it. If you're just breezing through, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, it can take a really good run and kill it.
Mm-hmm.
It can do that, depending on what curse you get, for sure. Oh shit. I kept tapping up while swinging the sword, and it was swinging the sword and canceling my up tap, so...
Mm.
Oh my god. Talk about waiting.
Well, at least you cancel their attack whenever you hit them.
Yeah. Oh, that was cheap. Sweet. Glove.
Is it the power glove?
It's the super duper glove. Super duper gloves.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a inventory bag?
Yeah. Yeah, I would. Pendant of health. I don't like that. I don't care about that. I really want some heart containers to start showing up somewhere, though. I'm seriously lacking in the health department.
Nice.
Sweet. Oh,
Can you get double cursed, or is it
I
not
don't
only one
think so.
curse?
I've never been double cursed. Did I tell you I beat the boss?
You did.
Yeah. It's not very satisfying.
Yeah, you told me it was a very fulfilling experience that made you felt as though all of the skills that you learned and the power-ups that you gained and you know everything that you did in preparation, it really paid off there at the end.
No, the only thing that matters in the end is hearts. Like hearts is all that matters. So
right.
So the more heart it's just like how many heart containers can you find? That's what the game is all about. You could be having the run of a lifetime, but if you don't have enough hearts, none of it matters.
That's my favorite kind of boss battle.
Yeah.
I love it whenever the boss battle has nothing to do with the skills you've developed throughout the game.
You know, it was highly criticized. The guy who made the game has taken note, and he is not... Oh, shit. Was I even that close to dying? What the hell?
I don't know.
Like, I didn't even feel like I was in danger of dying right there.
We can roll back the tape and find out.
Shit. I've got 6 defense. That shouldn't have killed me in one hit. I wasn't even in low health. Wow, that's an unsatisfying end to the stream.
It was highly criticized.
Yeah, 2.5 hearts.
The guy who made the game has taken note, and he is not.
Yep.
Wow, holy crap.
Was I even that close to dying? What the?
Well, that sucks.
Hey, you know what? I'll fire up a new run next week and we'll just...
So are we just the Zelda streamers? Are we Dungeons of Infinity streamers now?
I'm cool with streaming it for another couple of weeks.
Me too.
Totally
I
down.
love this game, so as long as you want to play it, I'm down.
I'll get tired of it eventually, but I'm having fun so far.
Yeah. Cool. Well, it's time to wrap it up, so we'll see you guys next week.
Later.